As we get ourselves settled, I'd like you to imagine that you're stepping out through a porthole which is going to take us out from our normal everyday life where indoors and house and our routines and all the things we've been doing today. And we're stepping out. So you may be already stepped out outside, but you could just imagine doing it again. Just imagine stepping out into the dark as if you're stepping out through a portal into a what you might call a liminal space. And a liminal space is a kind of more thinner boundary between here and our felt sense world. It's not quite so routine. It's into a special space, a space where we can explore being, sensing. And the other thing about stepping out or stepping through is that we can leave behind all the things we don't want to take with us. So we can imagine, perhaps if you already have stepped outside, we can imagine that you've left behind all of your thoughts about the day, all of your thoughts about work, family. We've left behind our routines, our normal ways of seeing things and normal perspectives. We've left behind all of our worries. So that now we're in this outside space in a very different place. So ideally, you'd be sitting or perhaps even lying down, finding yourself in a comfortable place, making sure you're warm. You might have some trees or buildings around you with a view of the sky, above or at just one side. You might be on a patio or a veranda or out even on a balcony, and you just got a view in one direction. That's okay. That's all good. So we're not going to be identifying stars and constellations tonight. Just a view of the sky in any direction, narrow or wide, is all good. And as is the way of the weather, even if it is a bit clear now, or if it was clear, it's always something that changes. So just remembering that there are a lot of benefits still from being out in the dark, even if it does go cloudy or if it is cloudy. There's lots of benefits for doing this kind of practice. This slowing down, paying attention, tuning in, being in the dark. Now, as we're settling in, I always find it really helpful to reassure our bodies that this is a safe space. Because being out in the dark, even if it is a known place like your back garden or your balcony, just being out in the dark sets our body slightly on edge. So if you could just look around, open your eyes, and just say to your body, hey, look, this really is a safe place. It's okay. And if it does feel a little bit on edge, like your body just feels a little bit wary or on alert, then just let it be. It's doing what it needs to do. That's our body. making sure that we are protected. And that's really important because in a moment, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and we'll just do a little grounding practice with the eyes closed. So it's really important that your body knows that it's safe before we close the eyes. So let's now close your eyes. We'll use the time it takes your eyes to adjust to the dark by closing your eyes and going inside, turning our attention inside, tuning in to what's going on inside your body. Maybe you're feeling heavy. Maybe you're feeling light. Or neither. Maybe you're feeling tired or awake. Maybe you can sense those areas that feel warm, cool, and the cool night air around you. So when we come from a day, even if it's been a fairly quiet day or a busy day, there's always a momentum from what we've been doing that carries on when we slow down like this. Your mind will be wearing, your body is used to movement and action. So we come to stop, closing the eyes and just pausing. And this momentum sometimes comes out as fast thoughts, feeling quite distracted. Sometimes it's a bit fidgety, sometimes it's a bit jiggly in your body. And that's fine. We just let the body and the mind be as it is. And gradually things will slow down and space out. But we can't make them. All we can do is pay attention. So we're going to move the attention down to the body, just seeing how things feel, part by part. Becoming aware of your head resting on top of your shoulders, your face, and then the shoulders themselves. Moving your attention down your back to your lower back and down your front, chest, belly, down the arms from the shoulders, elbows, hands, and then moving downwards into your hips, buttocks, and legs, into your thighs, knees, and all the way down into the ankles, feet. And then we will carry on down through our sense of weight, gravity, from your body to whatever you're sitting on, to the ground, and the earth beneath you. The feeling of gravity takes us down, downwards to the earth, into our planet. Appreciating that there are thousands and thousands of kilometers of rock underneath your body. And here we are, sitting on the surface of our planet. Our planet spinning in space, creating the days and nights, orbiting the sun, creating our seasons and year. Right now, the sun has spun down below the horizon. And it's not the sun that's moving, of course. It's us that's been moving all day. And we're continuing to move as we move into the night time. We're sitting here on the surface of our planet, spinning in space. Now let's allow your eyes to open and looking up at the sky. So now we have our feelings going on inside, and we can add to that what we can see, the sense of sight. Now, you don't have to move your eyes around to become aware of all that you can see. I would suggest just looking at one spot in the sky and then moving your attention around. You can focus on what you're looking at, but you can also focus on what's around that and all the way out to the periphery, which might include the horizon, trees, buildings, lights. One thing that happens when we feel stressed or worried in our typical day-to-day world is that our vision tends to narrow. Our attention narrows down to the center of our vision. And also, when we look with a kind of focused central vision, then it makes us feel a little bit more stressed. So when we broaden out our attention and become aware of the whole of your field of view, all the way out to the periphery, these wide open awareness, it's helping our body to feel relaxed and calm. Everything's okay. We don't have to focus right in the middle. It's also a great way to take in the whole of the sky. Having this wide open attention. And if you can spot a few stars here and there, it's very tempting to try and work out what you're looking at, especially if you know a little bit about the night sky. But for this session, we're not going to worry. So let's just put that to the side. Try to let go of seeing stars as constellation maps. And also, we can let go of any kind of astronomy knowledge. Tonight is about something different, a different way of perceiving. So we have our internal sense, our body sitting on this space with the weight and the gravity in our planet. We have this view of what's above us, the sky, the clouds, the stars maybe. But we can also bring in our sense of hearing, and maybe you already have. Listening to the sounds of the night. And again, we don't need to work out what we're hearing, figure out what that sound is. It's just listening. There may be human sounds, car sounds, aeroplane sounds, or natural sounds. And our direction here is immersion. Immersing yourself in the experience of being now. Feeling, looking, listening, appreciating that this moment is unique. The more we can let go of trying to direct anything or trying to work anything out, trying to be anywhere else, the more we can really appreciate the exquisite beauty of this moment. Here with the sky, here with the night. If there are clouds, then we can allow the clouds to also become part of our experience. When we do normal stargazing, we're trying to peer around the clouds, trying to wish the clouds were not there, trying to look at the stars through the clouds. And the clouds are kind of just something we just want gone. That's not really what we're doing tonight. We're here in this moment as it is. So if there are clouds, let them be there. Appreciate them for themselves. They change. They've got lots of texture and color. They pick up lights from below. Maybe it's orange. Maybe it's more white. Occasionally we see a star through the cloud or round the cloud, or maybe a group of stars if there are big holes. And it always makes me think, wow, so that star, whatever star it is X many light years away. We don't know what star it is, but it's going to be something like 10, 100 light years away. Something of that region. All the stars we see in the sky are between about 10 and about 2,000 light years. So chances are, if it's a reasonably bright one, it's going to be maybe 100 light years away. So that means that light has been traveling from that star for, let's say, 100 years through space to reach us. But we have to appreciate that the star itself is a sphere, it's a ball, and it's radiating light in every direction, just like our sun. Light goes every direction, all throughout the universe. So it just so happens that one beam of light from that star left 100 years ago and was aimed at our solar system. And it's been traveling through space, making its way past other stars, journeying through our galaxy. And it comes upon our solar system. It goes past some of those outer planets, and it just so happens it's aimed at our planet, Earth. And then zips through our solar system down to planet Earth. And it just so happens that the gap in the cloud moved so that the beam of light could travel down through a little piece of transparent atmosphere, past the satellites, past the clouds, past the aeroplanes, past all the dust in the atmosphere, and then it just so happens that it hit your eye and was seen at that moment, or perhaps right now, at this moment. What are the chances of all the light that that star emitted 100 years ago, or however long, just that one beam of light zipping through space came down to a little gap in their atmosphere and hit your eye? It's vanishingly tiny, chances of it happening. But it has, and it allows you to witness the presence of that star. And I think that takes us into a really special moment, a moment of connection between you and that star, that unique moment. Maybe no one else on Earth is seeing that star at that moment. And anyway, they're all seeing slightly different beams of light, which are hitting different parts of our planet. Only you see that beam of light from that star at that moment. Only you. So I wonder how that sits in your body to appreciate that. And we could also appreciate that even though this is a unique moment with that star, that one beam of light in that instant hitting your eye, that star has been emitting light, shining for billions of years. Our sun has been shining for 5 billion years. So chances are that the star you're seeing or saw has also been shining for some billions of years. Longer than humanity has been on this planet. That means that every single human that has lived in the northern hemisphere, where we are, has been able to see that star. Whatever star it is, we don't need to know what name it is. Just that star, whatever you saw or can see. Every single human that has ever lived, maybe 300,000 years of humanity on this planet, has been able to lie on the grass, on a rock, on a chair, whatever, like we're doing right now, and look up and see that star, and every single person has been able to see the same star, the same group of stars, or patterns of stars. And we can't say that about anything else. Nothing on this planet has been the same for that length of time. Only the stars. We can see these shining objects, which are unimaginably ancient. And that connects us through this moment of looking to what we might call the deep time view perspective. We're zooming right out, seeing ourselves and our relationship to the universe in this very long view. Can sometimes have quite an effect. We are taking part in a process which has been going on for billions and billions of years. Stars forming, shining, planets forming, life evolving. And then you right now, part of it, life on this planet, looking out at the universe, at this star. And just now, becoming aware of movement, whether that's the clouds or aeroplanes or the breeze, trees, animals moving, you moving, becoming aware of movement. And now becoming aware of stillness. Stillness in the sky, in the landscape around you, within yourself. Becoming aware of stillness. I'm going to invite you to do a little bit of movement, or that's us to do some movement together. We're going to do some very simple Qigong moves to see if we can explore this sense of the universe in a slightly different way. You're very welcome to stay sitting down and just with very small, we're just going to do some hand movements. They can be small. Or if you'd want to stand up, this is also quite nice. The first movement we're going to do to sweep so you're not looking at me, so I'll describe it. So we're going to sweep the hands up above your head with the palms facing down. Imagine you've gathered up a big ball of universe above your head. And now I'd imagine your body is hollow, and we're going to move the hands down the front of your body, at the same time imagining that you're filling your body with this big ball of universe as you bring the hands down. So we sweep the hands up above your head, gathering a big ball of universe, atmosphere, space, galaxy, and then imagining your body is hollow, bringing that in, filling your body with the universe. And if you like, we can do it with the breath, breathing in to gather above your head, breathing out, bringing it down into your body. Just choosing a rhythm that's going to work for you. Each time, reaching up, imagining your arms are infinitely long, gathering up an enormous ball of universe, and now bringing that down into your body. Your body filling up. Let's do 3 more. And then we can let the hands come down and just rest for a moment with a sense of being full of the universe. And the next one, we're going to draw something from the inside of us and let it reach out and expand out to the size of the universe. So we bring the hands in front of your belly, palms face up. Interlink your fingers. And then we're going to come up, bring the hands up the front of your body until they're about the height of your neck. Turn the hands over and then begin to stretch them up towards the sky as your arms extend over the top of your head. Imagine yourself expanding to the size of the universe. Now bend your elbows slightly, separate the hands, and float the hands down until they come in front of your belly again. Interlink the fingers, gather something up from inside your body, and then draw it up. Turn the hands over and expand up towards the universe. Something from your inside is beginning to expand out. Bend the elbows, separate the hands, and float down. Gathering something from inside, drawing it up through the center of the body, and now expanding out. Bend the elbows and float down. Let's just do this a few times, gathering up from the inside of your body, drawing up and expanding. Let's do 3 more. And once you've done those 3, letting your hands come to rest down. Knowing that something from the inside of you has become as big as the universe. Acknowledging how, over the time we've been here, outside, things have changed. It's different now. The outside conditions have changed. Maybe the wind has come or gone. Maybe it's getting colder, warmer. Clouds have changed. Little creatures have moved around. Security lights have come on and off, and cars and airplanes have come and gone. All sorts of things on the outside, but also there's been a lot changed on the inside. We're different now. We feel more of our body. We feel here on the planet, grounded. We're aware of how we're participating in this vast universe, witnessing, being part of the goings on. We are full of universe, and we were always full of universe because we're made of universe. And we're as big as the universe. There isn't really an edge. It appears like there's an edge to our body, but actually we're part of a web of interconnected energies extending all the way out to the edge. And I hope that stargazing like this has allowed a sense of spaciousness to open up. We slow down, pay attention, and we become as wide open as space itself. And that helps us to change our perspective from where we started our daily thoughts and actions to something different. As we come to the end of this guided part, I definitely invite you to stay outside as long as you like. I appreciate we're in the middle of winter and it's not warm, so we've already been outside some time. But if it feels like it's calling you and you feel comfortable, stay out as long as you like, watching and experiencing being. And when you're ready to step back inside, you can see that movement and the step in through the doorway back into your house as returning from this special space. We step back through the portal into our normal everyday life, but we take something with us. It's going to be our normal life, but different. My name is Mark Westmaket, and if you're interested to do some more mindful stargazing like this, now I've got a few events coming up in the next couple of months in the south of the UK and further afield. And of course, we've got these online events once a month. If you haven't already, please do sign up to my newsletter and check out what I'm up to. I'd also appreciate to hear from you, maybe later when you feel ready, any reflections or feedback or anything that resonated, any perspectives you're willing to share. Just send me a message. So yeah, please do stay or go back inside when you're ready. Thanks so much for coming tonight, and I really hope to see you another time.